If you have just started using a continuous glucose monitor and it's not working, it's inaccurate, it won't stay on, and it sucks, and you are done with it, then I have a few things that might be useful to you. Continuous glucose monitors are an imperfect tool. They aren't good and they're not bad, but they give us valuable data that nothing else can. And I'm a functional nutritionist and I specialize in helping people improve their blood sugar using continuous glucose monitors. So I have seen it all. So I know that most of the people who use them are smart people. Like they're a tool for smart people to use to take responsibility for their health and improve their blood sugars, right? And these smart people go out, invest the money, invest the time, get them, put them on to try to improve things. And then these smart people do their research to learn how they work, what makes them work better, optimize their use, and how to interpret that data so that they can get the best return on their investment, right? But unfortunately, I would say too many people don't do that second step. They don't do that second step of doing that research, either because they lack time, interest, maybe the confidence in their research skills, or because you just want it to be easy. And I am here for you. Like I've been that person. But for whatever reason, if you don't understand how it works, you have unrealistic expectations of it. And when that CGM doesn't perform as you expected or gets frustrating, you get pissed. You say, screw it. This is stupid. It doesn't work. I can't believe they sell this. Totally what a ripoff. And this is not dissimilar to the way, say, a 15-year-old acts when they fail their algebra test when they didn't really study for it, right? Now, I have been that 15-year-old and I have loved a 15-year-old who acted that way. And so I know what to say to her lovingly. Complaining and blaming isn't going to help you or get you what you want. You either need to do your homework and or ask for help, right? That's what we do. So after you're done being pissed, you get to be pissed. After you're done being pissed, it's time to get curious. It's time to get curious because CGMs are great, but they are prone to certain inaccuracies. Certain medications, supplements, temperature extremes, a variety of things can cause false highs and lows. They can fall off. There are ways to help them stay on your body, and different people have different problems with them. In addition, CGM can be a given CGM can be 10, 15% off inaccurate for its entire lifetime. And that is considered okay, acceptable, right? And so could your glucometer. Yeah. And so are they useless? Like when you hear that, are you still like, oh my God, how can they sell such a thing? But remember, people like before we started using these to prevent disease or improve our health, they have been helping people with type 1 diabetes using insulin stay alive. People connect them with automated insulin pumps. So they aren't without utility. Yeah, they do work. So I'm here to say it's not them, it might be you. But also, sometimes you get a dud. Like sometimes you do get a dud, but understanding how they work and having realistic expectations helps you recognize quickly when you have a dud, deal with it, move on, right? So the trick is to understand how they work so you can incorporate that knowledge along with your knowledge of how to interpret your data correctly in order to get the results you want. So the trick is to have realistic expectations and use them, right? Use them with correct mindset. And so they are a tool for your work and helping you achieve desired results. But like with any tool, you have to understand how it works and realize its usefulness, its utility, and its limitations. So before you just tear it off your arm and say, screw this, bitch about it on a chat board in a Facebook group and tear the customer service guy a new one, or after that at least, I invite you to get curious and do your homework or ask for help. So to help you do your homework, in the comments section or the description or however we do this, I'm going to put a free PDF that lists the main inaccuracies, things that can throw off your CGM, right? So that's going to be your first bit of homework. You can get it for free, download that for free. So we'll see if that helps. I'm also going to put a link to a webinar that's not free, but it's a low-cost webinar that I did for my clients that teaches them how the CGM works, And then based on how that works, you understand then how it becomes inaccurate, what makes it inaccurate, how to incorporate that information in your interpretation, and how to interpret your data and what realistic goals are. It's a really very thorough webinar. And because when I support my patients, I've been doing this for years, I know how they get tripped up. And I want to prevent that frustration by giving them this information on the front end. And so I'm going to offer that. I've made that video now for everybody. And so you can sign up for that too, if you like. But you don't have to use a CGM. Like, you don't have to use that. But if you've already invested the money, if you want to remember why you're doing it in the first place, then take the next step. At least do your homework and then maybe ask for help. Okay, so let me know if this or any of those materials are helpful for you. And if you like this content, remember to hit subscribe.